This is Colin O'Keefe for LXBN TV and our affiliate Texas Bar TV, and I am joined now by attorney David Bell. He is with Haynes & Boone, and he was just speaking on social media ownership and various issues to be aware of. Of course, one of the biggest issues over the past few years is social media account ownership, whether that's Twitter followers, LinkedIn accounts, LinkedIn connections. What should employers be aware of when it comes to those things?
Well, employers should be aware that their employees, who could become former employees, could really have a claim to be able to take those accounts with them when they leave the company. And that could include a follower list and other confidential information and posts that the employer company would be interested in retaining. And this is particularly so if the employee was using the account not only for work purposes, but for some personal purposes as well. And so unless there is an employment contract, such as a non-solicitation agreement, confidentiality agreement, non-compete, or a social media policy that properly addresses this issue, it is possible under the current case law, which is rather unsettled, that an employee could leave the company and do away with the account.
Mm-hmm. And second, you also spoke on another really interesting area in social media law, and one that I've been particularly interested in, and that's the ownership of your fans and your followers' media content. Of course, there was that hubbub just recently with Instagram. People thought that they could sell Instagram photos to different companies, and then of course you mentioned in your presentation about, blank likes this brand. Here's them of a picture, wearing blank. What do companies need to be aware of when it comes to using their fans and their followers' social media content?
Well, companies really ought to be careful with using images and photos of their fans. Although you may be feeling like you're doing a tribute and a service to your own employees, they may not necessarily feel that way. So it's best to just simply ask permission, and a very simple consent goes a long way. And particularly be careful with photos, copyright, or anything that's personally identifiable.
Absolutely. Once again, that was David Bell. He's with Haynes & Boone. For more of our coverage from the State Bar of Texas annual meeting, visit us at lxbn.com and at texasbartoday.com. Thank you, David.